Thank you, Shiva, and thank you, everyone. It's great being back on campus today, and it's really such an honor to be able to participate in this celebration. When I think back to my experience at Georgetown, it's still in many ways so amazing to be celebrating the 10th anniversary of the LGBT Resource Center. It's really mind-blowing in so many ways. Unlike a lot of the students and alumni that are here today, I'm a little bit of a throwback to the days at Georgetown where there was no resources. So to understand what the establishment of the Resource Center means to alumni like myself and the greater Georgetown community, I often think way back to my first days on campus as a freshman in the fall of 2004. I remember being so excited to finally be at Georgetown, my dream school, and yearning to find an LGBT community on campus. I recall vividly those early days, searching pretty much everywhere and anywhere I could for signs, anything, a rainbow flag, pink triangles, really anything that would indicate that LGBTQ life existed at Georgetown. Much to my dismay, what I found instead was a community that was marginalized, invisible, and lacking in even basic institutional support. As my years on campus passed by, I would eventually meet many other LGBT students and discover that my experience was really quite typical for queer students at the time. Everybody I knew had a story to tell, whether it was a homophobic comment from a professor or a sports coach, threatening comments made or actions taken by roommates, or simply being ostracized and harassed at parties and other social events. Being openly gay at Georgetown in those days was to accept that you would eventually face hardship, and should you need support, you probably were not going to find it, especially from the university itself. These feelings and issues really came to a head in the fall of 2007 with a series of high-profile homophobic incidents that took place on campus, eventually leading to the creation of the student-led Out for Change campaign. Of course, today we all know how that campaign ended. But I'd really like to stress to everyone here today that at the time, absolutely nothing seemed like it was guaranteed. And the road leading up to that fateful night at the Townhall was anything but easy. There were many moments during that campaign where many of us had our doubts, and it seemed like it would be all for a lost cause. That said, many of us also felt like we were part of something that was bigger than ourselves, and that failure would not be an option this time. Through it all, I speak for myself when I say that I was driven by a fierce determination to ensure that no future Hoya would ever have to step foot on campus again and feel as lonely and lost as I did in those early days of my freshman year. That is the message that drove me in the fall of 2007. Then, and it is the message that I would like to share with today's current students. Unlike so many generations of LGBT Hoyas before you, you have the incredible gift and power of a university-backed resource center. Ask yourself, are the needs of this community being fully met? If not, how can we strive for greater inclusion and understanding? As cliche as it may sound, the most important lesson I learned from that campaign that I still carry with me to this day is that in life, anything is possible. Through the power of community and belief, it is indeed possible to create everlasting impact and change for generations. Don't be afraid to push yourself outside of your comfort zone or strive for things that may seem like they're impossible or out of reach. You never know. Perhaps you will be back on campus in 10 years knowing that you helped set in motion the changes that you wish to see. Thank you.